Whoa! Whoa, what happened? We are no longer on the Myst Island. Hello YouTube, this is the Checkitdude with Sniper Gaming. Snipergaming.org with our third episode of Myst. M-Y-S-T, Myst. Welcome back. You may recall our second episode, we left you at somewhat of a cliffhanger at the end. We had some digits, and we thought possibly it was the key or the secret to opening the safe in the boiler room. And we're going to get to that in just a minute. But as I watched my video last night, because I do like to watch the Myst videos that I make, I was watching the part when we were in here, and I realized there was one more thing we didn't try to even explore here. And it was the bookcase before it turns into a staircase. Alright, so we are going to get to that cliffhanger almost immediately, but we are just going to take a quick look through these books to see if any of these books are real. And I'll tell you that this is something that I did remember last night when I was watching the video. I remembered, oh yeah, there's books, there's clues in these books. So some of these books are live. I just want to. Alright, we tried that one's burned out. Okay, he said there was a fire, right? So we'll just try the next one. That one's burned out. That one's got nothing in it. And then we get to this blue one here. Nothing doing there. Alright, this green one, not only is it not that damaged, but it has many pages of text to read through. And different maps, drawings. Future bridge. Possibly the bridge to the clock, I don't know. But we're not going to get too hung up with it right now. We're just going to take a quick look. I think this is another one. Okay, here's another book. There's a picture there of a submersible lamp. Lighthouse. Look at here. Constellations. Our planetarium. Anchor. Eye, snake. Beetle, cross, not arrow. These are also, I see a leaf. These are also, let's not get too hung up on it, but there's more books even. So there's quite a bit of clues in here. Wow. Okay, shoo. More than I remembered. And you can see the books that look in better condition are the ones that haven't burned. That one, this one, that one. Those are the ones that have the clues. This one. And this one. Maybe this one. So, we'll come back to this. So let's run down to where we were. And let's solve this cliffhanger, like, now. Excuse me. $724, right where we left it. Let's pull on this handle and see. Here we go. Are you ready? It opens. Well, hot dog. What do we got in there? Nothing but matches. A matchbox. So here's a boiler that's not running, and let's try. We just grab the match. And we turn the valve, and the boiler's running. Okay, this tells me something that I think this is a major victory here. So it's a pilot light that we lit. See the little glow there? So we can turn this on and off anytime now, just by doing this. The needle's still down. I wonder if that'll grow when the pressure will grow when it gets warmer. Alright, so we've accomplished something, and I don't know exactly what the boiler runs, but it's close to this tree. This one tree that's taller than all the others, that just skyrockets up through the clouds. Some sort of magical, mystical, or mechanical tree. Well, we have some work to do today, and I think today's goal, after we settle the cliffhanger, is to get... Let me explain first. The victory with the boiler proves that we have the tower rotation right. You go in the tower, and the one ladder you go up, and the little window points out to whatever part of this world that you are trying to unlock the secret for. And once it's pointing there, you climb down the ladder and walk around that tower to the other side, 180 degrees on the other side of the tower, and you go up the other ladder that has the key on it, which means you're climbing that ladder to find the key of whatever the window is pointing towards. So let's get all the keys for all this, for all the different segments or sections of this world. That will be today's goal in episode 3 of Myst. So we click this and turn the bookcase into a staircase. Now you see the door closed also, so we are safe. Now I was thinking also about the very beginning prelogue, or whatever you call it, of the show. And the guy fell through the fisher's pit with a book in his hand, and he admits he thought the book would be destroyed, and it didn't get destroyed. So you wonder why he wanted the book destroyed, and why he had to jump through a fisher's pit to do it, and what happened there. And also, we found a book, and I was trying to decide if we were supposed to be Catherine or not. And we are not Catherine, we are we. And the way I figured that out, if the facts hold true to the story they outlined, the secret message in the forecabin that the husband left for Catherine, I forget what his name is, it doesn't matter. He said after she gets the message on the imager, to destroy it so nobody else could find it. So she never destroyed the message because she hasn't gotten it yet, or she just doesn't take advice very well. but I would assume we beat her here. She has not been here yet. I don't know if it matters. Here we are, the little window pointing towards a tree. So you can see this little window. All the way around the rest of the tower, there is no other little window. This is the aimer reticule. And then you can see right across the top of the elevator, you can see the key, the plaque. Right? And that is the key to what the aimer window is pointing at. Right? Again, the key is 724 for the big tree. That's what the window is pointing at, the big tree in the boiler building. So let's get some more keys. To do that, we need to rotate the tower to a new location. All right. So the red line is pointing to this right now, which is a tree. We're going to point the stop at the next red line. Spaceship. I think we actually have that already. I think it was 59 volts. Or 69. Let's settle that right now and find out. Just let me catch up writing here. So tree, we'll call it a tree. It looks like a tree. 724. The spaceship. And these are keys. So we rotated the tower to the spaceship. So out this window you should see the spaceship, and we do. And the key for the spaceship is over there, over the top of the elevator, 180 degrees around the tower, up the key ladder. Let's go up there, and it is 59 volts for the spaceship. Okay, 59 volts. Here we go. So we're on to it. We're on to this game. We are definitely going in the right direction. No doubt about that. We'll rotate that tower again, and we'll get all the keys that we can. The next one should be the gears. And it is. Go back into the tower. And we should be pointing at the gears, and we are. There's the key for the gears. Let's go over there. Up the key ladder. Gears. 2:40. 2, 2, 1. Okay, I'd say the 240 is a time. So I think that we'd probably have to go to the clock. Remember, we could set the time on that big, huge clock out in the water. We would set that to 240. The 221. I have no idea what that is. But we have the keys and we have them written down. So let's go back down. and see how many more keys we can get before we start chasing these puzzles down, these clues, these keys. Now, there's, like I said, 8 marker switches. We can only turn 7 on because the clock isn't on yet, because we can't get to it. But there's only 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of the 8 marker switches, the tower rotates and only points towards half of them, 4. So we've got the spaceship, we've got the gear, and we've got that. What I think that's the only one left. The dock or the boat. Let's see what that's pointing at. And this is the last key we can get. The other 4 are not available. Maybe after we turn the marker switch onto the clock, maybe this tower will point towards a clock, and maybe we can get all eight of these things if the sequence is right. Maybe it's a sequence issue. So we only see 4 now, but after we turn the marker on the clock, maybe we can get all 8 of them if we do them in the right sequence. That might be the issue here. Sequence. Now, there's people out there who have played Myst and have totally conquered the game, or probably, maybe someday they'll watch this and they're probably laughing at me. Alright, so it's actually pointing right at the boat, at the mast of the boat, the basket, the little lookout basket in the boat. So, the boat. And as you recall, there's a model of that same boat in like a bird bath thing. Alright, so the key for the boat is going to be here. Ooh, look. Dates. Funny, they use October 11th, and my family knows what I'm talking about. Alright, boat. On dock. October 11th, 10/11/1984, 10:04 a.m. January 17th, 12:07. Ooh, that's. Wish I had some wine from that year. 5:46 a.m. And November 23, 97/91, 6:57 p.m. Okay. Now, what do we know about dates in this game? We have discovered something already, I believe in episode 2, or maybe it was 1. The planetarium has dates. You have a viewfinder to set dates and to find constellations. We have determined that already. So I'm guessing, I think that if we plug these dates into that viewfinder in the planetarium, we will have constellations that mean something somewhere in this world. So this is all the keys we can get for now. These are 4 different puzzles. The tree, the spaceship, the tree we already saw, the spaceship, the gears, the boat on the dock. Now, we can jump into these 4 projects, or we could, I think it's better if we try to go to the clock and try to turn the marker switch on and possibly get another key before we start, and we'll have 5 keys then. The key to the gears showed a time. I think if we plug that time into the clock, I think we could turn that marker switch on. The more marker switches we turn on, as you recall, the more that tower rotation map lit up. I mean, all these possibilities open up, and I think that's where we need to go first. Alright, how do we do this again? This one. Here we go. The bookcase comes back, the staircase goes away, and our exit to the great wide world beyond. I just want to look at these for a second. Just didn't we see these in one of those books we pan through really quick? These symbols. Yeah, I remember to leave for sure. Okay. So the books talk about these symbols. And if you look on the marker switch, when you turn the marker switch off, all these things go off the map. These stone pillars, or maybe it's these, I think it's the pillars, this bird bath. And when you turn the marker switch here back on, over on the tower control map, all these things come back. You know, eight stone pillars, this thing in the center. So these things are all one thing. You have to think of these eight pillars and these 8 boxes with these symbols and this thing in the middle and this marker switch is all one thing. Okay, we're going to get to it somehow. We're going to figure it out, but we're still on a mission for the clock. So 240 it was, if you recall, the key in the tower for the gears. Right, for the gears, set the clock at 240. I think this is what it said. Alright, so let's go. There we go. The minute hand is at 40, and now we just got to click the hour hand once to get to 240 because it's at 140. I would say that's 240. Maybe it's 340. You know how some of those little mechanical clocks are. Now let's hit the button. Maybe that's set at 340. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Maybe that's really 240, although that looks like 140 to me. Well, look at that. And there we go. We can get over there to turn a marker switch on. Now, that's 140. I'm sorry, but that, you know what? The minute, the hour hand is supposed to be after the 2. If it's after 2 o'clock, it's clearly before. It must be made in Taiwan. Let's walk across this little bridge of gears. And before we turn the marker switch on, let's just go in here. And here's a puzzle. Now, if you recall, the key for the gears, you know, the big gears over by the dock, the key for that, as we discovered in the tower, was 240 at the clock, and there was other digits, 2, 2, 1. 2, 2, 1. So, to conquer the gear world on the other side of the island, we have to get in here, which we did. We made the bridge, and we have to get 2, 2, 1 on those. I'm not going to try that right now. but we're going to do that very soon. Oh, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 1. This lever pulls the top 2 gears, and if you hold it down, the second gear keeps spinning. Let's see, but only one extra. And if this one, okay, the weight got to the bottom, so we need to reset the weight. It's probably this. So you've only got a few chances each time once the weight gets to the bottom, and it always resets at 3, 3, 3. We're going to get back to this. This looks like it's going to be kind of fun, kind of neat, but we are on a different mission right now for now, because it's a quicker, easier mission. Turn this marker switch on, right? Now let's go back to the tower and gather the key for the clock. Now it's funny because the puzzle at the clock solves the gears on the other side of the island. So this island is definitely mechanical, and one thing connects another. Everything's connected. What are we looking for here? We gotta do this. We're going to get the key. Here we go. And now, come on. Tower rotation map. The marker switch on the clock is on, and look, it has lit up in the map. So let's see if the tower rotation will select the clock. No. It goes right by it. So the key for the clock, if there is one, isn't available. It's not available yet. Or maybe it never will be. Maybe there is no key for the clock. Maybe there's only keys for 4 of the 8 things on this island. What if we stopped it there? What if we didn't have a red line and we just stop it there? I kind of know the answer. There's not going to be anything up there, but let's just see. It might be a shortcut we could take. It's not exactly pointing at the clock, but I think if we look out that little window, we should see the clock. No. Stone. It's stone over there, no key. It may be there is no key, there is no riddle at the clock. The clock's only purpose could be just to solve the little gear, the big gears, solve that puzzle. So if that's the case, we have 4 puzzles to solve in 8 locations. So it looks like this is not a world of 8 major puzzles. It's only, well, 4 major puzzles with the keys, right? Each, like, of the 8 locations, 4 need to be solved, and the other 4 have the keys for those 4 that need to be solved. It's pretty simple math. I think we're onto that now. Here we are. 2, 2, 1. That holds the bottom 2. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, they're numbered in the same direction on every gear. It's not like you're going to have to think backwards. 3, 2, 1. 3, 1. I'm not trying to think this through yet. I'm just trying to get lucky. Because this is going to take a little bit of thinking. You have to remember. All right. Let's try to get this memorized. This is the hard part for me. Bottom 2 on the left, top 2 on the right. The right should be the top 2, right? Oh, if I held that for a second, I would have had it. I would have had it if I held it for a second right there. It would have been 2, 2, 1. Right is top 2. So what was the sequence there? How many times? Just the 2, 2, 1. So if I hold this down, if there's enough weight left here, and it clicks once and I hold it down for an extra click, if there's enough weight, I think I'll have it here. Got it. Look at this. Ooh, look at that. Did you see that? That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Well, this gear opened up. Now, we came down here with the key to the gear world. The tower was pointing at the gear. You know, the gear over by the dock. The tower was pointing there when we collected the key. The key that had the time, 2:40, and the 2:21. So, we just solved whatever's over at the gear by the dock. We solved that here. Alright? Look at that. Let's go over there and see what happened over there. Let's see what we solved. Let's see what we did. I have a feeling something over there has changed drastically. It has. Look at half the gear is gone. Oh, it looks just like the little gear in the clock tower. It kind of like split in half. The obvious is to click here and go look at it closer, but before we do that, just want to see if there's something else that might be missing. Nope. The finger just goes straight, I click it, nothing happens. Alright, let's go back over there and click here. Ah, look at that. A secret book. Should we click on it? Or should we wait till the next episode? Well, I did give you a cliffhanger last time. And you're here watching again, so I should give you another cliffhanger. But I think I'll reward you. Here we are. What is this? It's not here, that's for sure. Just let's watch this for a little while and absorb. This obviously means we're going to see this stuff again somewhere. I just want to see it enough times here to recognize it when we do see it again. Or maybe, can I, oh no, it's not the hand, it's the finger. I thought maybe if I clicked on the picture, well, it gets bigger. Some kind of like track going around the building. Broken gears in the water, full gears. Another mechanical world, I would say. So suddenly you start to wonder if this new world is going to be in our future together. And maybe Myst is much more than these 8 items on a tower rotation map and 4 puzzles. And oh no, the book is gone. We only get to see that once. That's it. We can never see that again. Oh, what's this? I didn't see that before. Did you see that before? I didn't see this. Did that appear just because we looked at the book? I didn't see that. In the video, I'll see if it was there before we read the book. Oh! Whoa, what happened? We've been transported or teleported into a new world. We are no longer on the Myst Island. We are at the world that we were just looking at. Well, we're just going through here too fast. We're just going through too fast. Let's go back and just try to digest this. Right now, I'm more concerned about getting back. Let's click here and try to get back. You can't just click there and get back. We're stuck in this world. I do not know how to get back. I would say this has something to do with getting back. So all of our hopes and dreams for that first world are now dashed, and we have something as an obstacle in the way to get to those things we were looking forward to. That's a little disheartening, to be honest. I was excited to try all those keys back there. I felt like we were making progress, and now that we come here, we have to shift gears mentally and forget the progress that we thought we were making, and we are mired. We are in a quagmire of puzzles here. So I think this is a good place to break and end episode 3 of Myst with Sniper Gaming at snipergaming.org. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is a really cool game. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and even comment if you'd like. And if you'd like to leave little tidbits of knowledge that you may have, that's okay. I'll read them, but don't give away too much. Okay, we are signing out. Have a great day.